Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another video here on the Willie Does Wrestling YouTube channel. And today, I know we are 6 days away, actually no, I think 5 days away from AEW's next pay-per-view Full Gear. And normally, yes, we should wait until the last Dynamite, the last Collision, whatever. But to be quite honest, I think it's the proper time to do these predictions because, I bet all the matches that will be announced just won't even matter. It'll all be like buy-in matches. So to be quite honest, I feel like I should give my predictions for all the good matches or all the proper matches that are going to take place. So that's exactly what we are going to do here today. We're going to go through all the matches that are announced right now as of November 13th, 2023, and we're going to predict each and every match, or I will anyway. Before we get started, my latest interview with independent wrestler from the CWE, Vinny Da Vinci, came out 2 days ago. Thank you so much for the support on that video. Be sure to check out that interview if you haven't already. And also, please keep in mind that my predictions are exactly my opinion. They might not take place on the show, or they might not be the same predictions as yours. I'd love to see your predictions down in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get right into the predictions. I'm thinking we're going to go top to bottom here, which means our first match we're going to predict is MJF and a mystery partner versus the Guns for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Now, yeah, like with MJF still being a Ring of Honor Tag Champion, I don't know, man. Like, do I really want to see it if Adam Cole isn't wrestling anymore? I mean, I don't really want to see it. You know what I mean? But who should be MJF's partner? I'm going to say Samoa Joe. Now, the whole thing with Samoa Joe relinquishing the Ring of Honor Television Championship is a rant for another day. But I think I saw a thing where Samoa Joe offered to team with MJF to defend the tag team titles, or maybe I'm just, going crazy. But I think Samoa Joe will probably be MJF's partner to defend the tag team titles. And then somewhere along the way, Samoa Joe would probably attack MJF when the ref's not looking, or which would lead the Guns to win the Ring of Honor tag team titles, or, just cause a disqualification. Either way, I think the Guns get the win here, whether it's win the belt or win by disqualification, but MJF is still Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, because I think Samoa Joe will be the partner, and Samoa Joe will screw MJF. And I'm going to say this later on in the video regarding the Devil, but I think the Devil will make an appearance after this match as well, and all his little cronies probably attack MJF some more. Next, we have the AEW Women's World Championship match, Hikaru Shida versus Timeless Toni Storm. And here's the thing, right? Toni Storm is the biggest women's star on AEW. And the thing that hurts me is that I don't want Hikaru Shida to keep going through all these transitional runs. Like, we had Hikaru Shida be a transitional champion after she beat Toni Storm for Saraya to end Hikaru Shida's reign at All In, and then Shida beat Saraya. What, so Toni Storm can beat Shida? I don't think so. And besides, a feud like Saraya and Toni Storm, who still haven't really had a one-on-one match, doesn't need a championship. But knowing Tony Khan and the way that all women's match, all women's feuds need to be for belts, TBS or women's. So I'm sorry, but I really think Toni Storm's winning the belt here. She's over with the crowd for one, and for two, I think Tony Khan will really see that Toni Storm and Saraya match has to be for the championship. So I really do think, Toni Storm gets the win here, and it pains me. I'm a Hikaru Shida fan, but I think Shida loses the belt here, and we get a new AEW Women's World Champion. Like I said, this is my opinion. I'm going off of what I think is going to happen. I want Hikaru Shida to win, but I think Toni Storm will win. Next match, Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland. I am still not used to calling Edge Adam Copeland, with Ric Flair versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne in a 6-man tag team match. Now here's the thing. I'm going to hate saying this because Christian Cage is my boy, okay? I always have a soft spot for Christian Cage. He is my favorite of all time in AEW. But it's fairly obvious Sting, Darby, and Adam are going to get the win here. Number one, it's Adam Copeland's first AEW pay-per-view match. They're not going to have him lose. Number two, Sting is on this big retirement tour. He's going to retire at Revolution 2023, where he'll inevitably, face Darby Allin. And besides, it's a 6-man tag, so Christian Cage doesn't look weak in a loss. I mean, Adam Copeland can pin Nick Wayne, or Sting can pin Nick Wayne, or Luchasaurus. Like, Christian Cage shouldn't be pinned here. And obviously, this is on a long road to Sting versus Darby. And then, obviously, Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage. Whether or not that match will be for the TNT Championship is a debate for another day. But I think it is indeed fairly obvious that Sting, Darby Allin, Adam Copeland get the victory here, the big babyface team. Next, it will be Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley for the AEW International Championship. And I gotta go Jon Moxley here. And no, it's not just because I'm biased, because Jon Moxley is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I think the only reason why Orange Cassidy is international champion was because that one match between Ray Fenix and Jon Moxley that was going to happen on that one Dynamite. I think that was where Moxley was supposed to win that belt back, but his concussion got bad, so it was like, well, put Orange Cassidy in there. I think now that Moxley is better, he's going to win that belt back. And the only reason why he didn't, retain the belt was because of his concussion. So I think, that was why Ray Fenix won the belt in the first place. So now that Moxley's better, it's time that we have Mox win that belt back and then show us that reign that we could have gotten with Moxley. Because I don't think that they wanted Mox to only have, 17 days as champion. And I don't want to see another long Orange Cassidy reign either. I don't give a fuck, okay? We've already had like 300 some days with Orange Cassidy as international champion. I can go without him holding a belt for a little bit, or maybe go for another belt. I don't want to see him with that international belt again. Let's give Moxley this reign, have him retain against a bunch of guys, and let's see where that goes. I say Moxley is the new AEW International Champion. Next, we have Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland in a Texas death match. Like I said, I believe, when was it? Wrestle Dream. Swerve Strickland needs to win here. I mean, Adam Page can go through a loss. He's in the Elite. He can fucking bounce back. I think Swerve needs to get another win over Hangman. Swerve is on that push right now. Swerve is so over. Swerve can get all these dubs. And Swerve should go for that world title, especially now that MJF is a babyface. before we inevitably have MJF drop the AEW World Championship, Swerve needs to challenge for it. And this match will probably have a lot of blood. Will probably go for almost a half hour, but I don't care as long as Swerve gets the win. It'll be a very bad decision if Hangman wins it here. Hangman doesn't need this win. Swerve does. And even though Swerve won at WrestleDream, hey, we need to have more than one match. So, fine. Swerve should win. That's what I'm going to say about it. I got Swerve beating Hangman Adam Page. Next, we got the Golden Jets, the team of Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks. And there's a bit of a stipulation here. If the Golden Jets win, they will get the Young Bucks AEW World Tag Team Championship opportunity. But if the Young Bucks win, the Golden Jets must disband as a team. And because of this weird stipulation, I really don't know who's going to win this match. I mean, do I think that Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho are going to be a short-term tag team? No, I think they can keep running with this. But then at the same time, I don't see the EVPs wanting to lose their tag team title opportunity, the Young Bucks. But to be quite honest, I would rather Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho get a tag team opportunity more than the Young Bucks. I'm sick of seeing the Young Bucks. And I'm glad a lot of people are sick of seeing them too. Like, I don't know. I guess seeing the Young Bucks do the same old shit all the fucking time just makes me sick of them. But honestly, I'd rather see Kenny and Chris try to go for those tag belts. And even then, they don't have to win. But I'd rather see another team other than the Young Bucks get shots for the tag team titles. You know what I mean? And we're getting different tag teams going for the AEW tag belts in this same pay-per-view, which we'll get to later. But honestly, I don't think the Golden Jets are going to disband. So if you ask me, I think Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho get the win here. And they go after whoever's the tag team champions. We'll get to that later. And yeah, I'm going to say Golden Jets get the win here. And also Dave Meltzer is going to give this match 5 stars just by default. He loves jacking off the Elite. Anyways, more on that later. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart versus Red Velvet or Sky Blue. It's obviously going to be Sky Blue. Why the fuck would Red Velvet be on Full Gear? In a 3-way match for the AEW TBS Championship. Now, there's a little bit of this weird story with Willow Nightingale, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. I don't know what's happening there. I haven't been paying too much attention, so don't at me. But I don't know, man. Like, would I love for Julia Hart or Sky Blue to win the TBS Championship? Yeah. But I think shit's going to go on between Julia Hart and Sky Blue in this match. I don't think Sky Blue will align herself with the House of Black. I really don't see that happening. I think Sky Blue will break out of whatever spell Julia Hart has on her. And then Chris Statlander will take advantage, get the win, and retains the TBS Championship. Where the TBS Championship will go from here, I got no fucking clue. Give it to Ruby Soho. Why hasn't Ruby Soho won the belt yet? I don't understand, okay? I really don't understand. But anyway, I got Chris Statlander retaining the TBS Championship here. All right, next we got Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus La Faction Innombrable. Faction. I'm just going to say Faction. Which is a team of Rush and Dralistico versus FTR versus Kings of the Black Throne in a 4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Obviously, Rush and Dralistico aren't winning. As much as I love Rush, I don't think they're going to win, even though they've kind of been trying to build up the faction a little bit. I don't think they're going to win. And I think Ricky Starks and Big Bill, I don't think they're going to have that long of a reign, even though Ricky Starks is a good guy. So that really only leaves two teams, FTR and Kings of the Black Throne. Now, listen, as much as I would love to see FTR get another run with those AEW Tag Team Championship, I would love to see Kings of the Black Throne as AEW World Tag Team Champions. I don't know if that's just me. Listen, I know we just had the House of Blackest Trios champions earlier this year, but Malachi and Brody, man, that duo is so sick. And can you imagine Malachi and Brody versus Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega? That match would be fire, honestly. And all these babyface tag teams that would face Kings of the Black Throne, fuck yeah. Let's put them in there. Let's make them win the belts. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I'm not the only one. I hope I'm not the only one who's rooting for the House of Black here. And this is probably going to be the one match out of all these predictions that I get wrong. I don't care. Give me Malachi Black and Brody King for AEW World Tag Team Champions. Final answer. Which leaves us to the main event. MJF versus Jay White for the AEW World Championship. This one's going to be the most obvious. MJF's going to retain the AEW World Championship. Especially, like, the Ultimate Wrestling curse. This is going to be my one deciding factor, which is the most obvious. You don't steal the belt before the title match, because 9 times out of 10, that means you ain't winning the belt. There you go. I gave you the ultimate wrestling knowledge. You don't hold or steal the belt before the title match, because that means you ain't winning it. And that's the case for Jay White. He's been holding the AEW World Championship hostage. MJF's going to win it back in this match. And yeah, because we're not having MJF lose this thing until 2024, because they're trying to build the whole bidding war thing. MJF just became the longest reigning AEW World Champion, so I don't think he's going to lose it anytime soon. And now, where I want to mainly turn my attention on is what will happen after the match. I think the Devil and all the little cronies will attack not just MJF, but will also attack Bullet Club Gold. And I think that gets revealed as Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Roddy Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and the Kingdom. And all of them get revealed as the Undisputed Kingdom, and they all attack everyone. I know I've been saying this for a while now, but now I'm including Britt Baker. Why? Because all those devil people, it includes someone with a women's body, and we haven't really seen a lot of Britt Baker recently, so I gotta say Britt Baker might be a part of this thing. With Adam Cole, Kyle, Roddy, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, they all are the devil's little playground, you know what I mean? This can be the Adam Cole heel turn, okay? This could be the Adam Cole heel turn. I'm still going to say he's probably milking that injury, and it's probably not that bad. I don't know. I know people are going to be like, but there's pictures. Listen, man, I don't know. I think there's something going on here. I think there is. And maybe I'm just losing my mind. I think this injury is work. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of wise guys in the comments being like, nah, it's a shoot. He's injured, bro. But I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to be like a Sean's View Entertainment. I'm going to be like a fucking Wrestling News Now. I'm going to be like a fucking all these people. I'm going to be like, Adam Cole is faking his injury. I'm not going to be like every Twitter account and be like, CM Punk's back, guys. Actually, let's have Adam Cole do a GTS. Let's get Twitter pissed off. Anyways, I think Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom attack MJF. MJF defeats Jay White and retains the AEW World Championship. That'd be great for whatever World's End, is it? World's End? I think that'd be a great build to that. But anyways, guys, that's all my predictions for AEW Full Gear. What are yours? Drop them down in the comments below. Like I said earlier on in the video, I had my first ever pro wrestler interview with Vinny Da Vinci from CWE. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Thank you so much to everyone for their kind words about that interview. It means the absolute world to me. The Universe mode will still be going on. I'll probably film that later on tonight. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to turn post notifications on. Thank you so much for watching. This has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.